The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Mary set out in those days and traveled to the hill country in haste to a town of Judah, where she entered the house of Zechariah and greeted Elizabeth. When Elizabeth heard Mary's greeting, the infant leaped in her womb. And Elizabeth, filled with the Holy Spirit, cried out in a loud voice and said, "Most blessed are you among women, and blessed is the fruit of your womb. And how does this happen to me, that the mother of my Lord should come to me? For at the moment the sound of your greeting reached my ears, the infant in my womb leaped for joy. Blessed are you who believed that what was spoken to you by the Lord would be fulfilled." The Gospel of the Lord. I can't remember the exact times. I should, but old age is creeping up on me too. This morning, the sun rose at the latest time that is going to rise all year. And this evening, the sun is going to set at the earliest time it's going to set all year. Beginning late today, 8:19, I do remember that. 8:19 this evening is the moment of the winter solstice. Now, what that means is, beginning tomorrow, the sun is going to begin to rise earlier every day, and it's going to begin to set later every day. In other words, beginning tomorrow, the days are getting longer. In our modern technological day and age, we are so sheltered from the natural rhythms of life that we don't really notice when this happens. In the ancient days, they did notice. And so that made this a very, very special day. The dawning of new light, the rebirth of light on earth, which is going to give rise to something very beautiful happening in the spring, the bursting forth of new life, which we heard about in that wonderful, beautiful reading from the Song of Songs this morning. And we have this event of Mary, with Jesus newly conceived in her womb, going to meet her cousin Elizabeth to help her out. An old woman, but nonetheless now pregnant with John the Baptist. We have there the sign of new life, and John the Baptist and Jesus meeting one another in their mother's womb. John leaps for joy because the new life, the promise of hope, is now present. So today, let's take the rebirth of the lengthening of days to be a sign of hope that Jesus comes to bring new light and new life into our midst.